I find it very difficult to express my feelings. The death of Alex Ekubo, and it begs me to ask a lot of questions. Death, where is thy sting? You see, the reality of death is actually one of the most cruel things anybody, any human being on earth could face. Yes. And I think a lot of people are still finding it difficult to come out of the trauma and the experiences that death has put them through. I have shared in that experience too. I have friends, very close friends, who have shared in that experience, and I can tell you, it takes a lot to come out of it. So the question is it better to die when you are young, when you are just giving birth to, or at the prime of your life, or when you are reaping the rewards of your effort, or even at old age? Nobody really could say. I think none of them is a better instance. That at a young age, you have people who are looking up to you. You die at an age where you're supposed to reap your rewards. Oh, it's a terrifying experience. Death is one of the things that completely silences a human being. It does not matter how strong you are. There are some losses that will change you completely forever. The death of Alex Ekubo and the loss of other young people who we've looked up to, who had died at their prime, or even people who died when they were supposed to be reaping the rewards of their labor, is beyond a painful truth. It's a grief no one can imagine. And for many of us, this grief is personal. Some people lost their father, some lost their wife, some lost their child, and some even lost a person who gave them hope. Just imagine. I could remember one of our very good brother in church then who died through an accident. Just married with 2 kids, died. Very painful experience. I lost my mom 5 years ago, and that painful experience has remained. Honestly, that pain, I can tell you, still feel new. You know, sometimes we go for condolence visit and we say, you know how the people are feeling. That's not true. You never can tell how someone is feeling when you have lost a loved one. You cannot express that feeling. If you have been in that shoes before, you understand better what I'm saying. There is a strange thing about death. Time moves, but certain memories refuse to fade. Sometimes you could remember the voice note you shared with those people, the birthday, the memories, the instances where you had all the time you spent with those people. And people will always tell you it is well, only be remembered, move on. But the grief does not work that way. You see, love leaves a deep fingerprint on our soul, and even the Bible acknowledges this. In John chapter 11, verse 35, Jesus wept. The Son of God stood before a grave and cried. This simply means that even heaven recognizes human sorrows. And in a moment like this, we are forced to ask, why do people die young? Why cancer? Why sudden loss? Why good people? Why even bad people? But one thing grief teaches us is that life is fragile. I honestly believe so, that life is fragile. The people you hold today, at some point you are going to say goodbye to them, and that goodbye is going to be a forever. So I want you to hold them tight. The people you love, speak to them kindly, forgive quickly, make memories as much as you can. You see, tomorrow is never promised. You see, one day, I know death itself will die. But until then, we keep living, we keep trusting God, we keep healing, and we keep carrying the love of those we lost in our hearts forever. My deepest condolences to the families of Alex Ekubo. It's not an easy moment, it's a painful situation. And to everyone who have lost their loved ones of recent, who have lost their lost ones, who are still finding it hard to express their trauma of losing their loved ones. That one phone call, that one SMS that completely changed the trajectory of your life forever. To all of you, I do hope, wish that you will do so. And may God continue to give you the fortitude to bear the loss of the Lord. One day I know death will die. Until then, keep living. One of the biggest questions is that nobody ever prepares for death. I've never seen anybody pass through that. Then one realizes we need to live our lives with the realization that there is a life after death. We need to live our life with the reality that there is a place that has no death in it. It's called eternal life. After death, the earthly death, that life begins. And those who are in